Today we're going to be talking and playing PUBG. Let's go. Okay, so we're on the winter map. That's actually sick, so we're back home. I was playing this game the other day and I got the volcano map, which felt a little weird. Like it's not my biome really. I'm not a big volcano guy. I'm not from there. Ah, see, I've activated the radial. That's only really useful for team play though, I'm imagining. We're in solos, so we're kind of on our own here. We gotta stick to our own resources, stick to our guns really. Did anybody land here? No, they landed like farther down the way, it looks like. Okay, we're gonna have to... Oh, I'm about to get fucked. I'm about to get fucked. Okay, equip the right gun. Run. I'm gonna equip my other gun because now we're close quarters. Never mind, we're still far. We're still far. Ready? Peek. If he peeks it, bro, he's cooked. Okay, that's alright though. And we open the inventory and we drink an energy drink. White monster, save me. White monster. White monster, save me. It's healthy. It's a healthy food. It's a superfood. Okay, we got his ass, which is good. Oh, sick. Fisherman's cap. All right. Yeah, besides PUBG, something I wanted to talk about today, guys. I was having a conversation with my brother the other day about Adventure Time. So, okay, let me get into it. I quoted Adventure Time to my little brother. He said, kind of reminding him of the fact, he said, by the way, like, I can't believe that you watched that show as an adult. Like, you're a man-child for that. So for some of you, that might have been a bit of a nuke. For me, that was a nuke. I was like, what? So I was taken completely aback, and I kind of immediately we had to deconstruct that. I was like, I'm a man-child for watching Adventure Time, and he said, yeah. And so then immediately I went into defensive mode because I'm like, I like that show. I think it's funny. I don't think there's anything wrong with watching it. I'm 32. Right, so I don't think there's anything wrong with watching Adventure Time as a 30. Okay, we gotta get this guy. We don't have a long range gun, bro. We gotta just run. We gotta just run. Is he in another altercation? Okay, we're gonna have to close the distance here on this guy. We're gonna pull out the shotgun. We're gonna try and put these hay bales between us. He's gonna maybe meet me around the other side. Yeah, there we go. At the end of the day, don't mess with the drac. So anyway, my little brother, where am I being shot from, bro? I see. You see that guy off in the distance? Do I have a scope? I don't. Did this guy have a scope and I didn't see it? No, he didn't. Okay. So this guy in the distance, I can't see him right now. Let's just close the distance on his ass. Okay, I'm hearing shots. I see him. Let's try and zigzag or something. It's like what the police tell you. Like, if you're ever in an altercation where somebody has a firearm, you're supposed to zigzag. It makes it harder for them to shoot you, right? Like, a straight line's predictable. I hit him a couple times. Yeah, I hit him like 3 times. All right, we're gonna get out of first person. We're gonna run. His gun clearly is automatic, and he's not able to aim well right now with it. So we're gonna scope in ADS. Yeah, we just got a kill. It's that easy. I go, what? You seriously think I'm a man-child for that? He said, yes. And then so I immediately started asking him, like I started to give some examples and kind of, like, cite real-world things that could maybe get him to, like, question his beliefs. So I said things like, don't you watch, like, clips online of, like, regular show and stuff? You're scrolling in your feed on Instagram, you see a clip of regular show, and you laugh. You're entertained by... You're literally being entertained by something that is a kids show, which we'll get into that in a second. But you're literally being entertained by something like that. So how can you criticize me for doing the same thing? Like, what's the difference between me watching the show and you watching a clip and laughing? I'm not even... by the way, I'm telling my story while I sneak up on this guy because I'm just going to fucking execute him. He was in a gunfight, though, so we'll have to be careful. Ooh, some better kicks. I like that. You literally watch clips of these kinds of shows. They're childish shows, right? Like, how can you seriously do that and then you criticize me? And he said, like, well, that's different. You're watching the show. Like, you sit up at night. You pay to watch it because it's on friggin', whatever it's on, you know? I forget now. And I was like, well, actually, it's the free trial. So, first off, I had him there. Next, though, the show. It's just a show. A man-child? Because I watch a show? And then my other thing was like, okay, would you watch an episode of SpongeBob today? And he said no. Which I was like, Okay, so this is crazy. Like, I feel like I'm not the only person in the world who would like watch like SpongeBob or something as an adult. Like, I don't understand that. I actually have some notes here, guys, about some of my points. Yeah, so people watch clips of cartoons all the time. Especially he did. I've literally seen him do it. I've shown him clips, and he's been like, ha ha, ha, that's funny. It's like, so there's that. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna kind of say, like, it's Adventure Time. Now it is rated 8 and up. It is an 8+ show. I know that that's kind of damning, but listen, like I could be watching Cocomelon, but I'm not, right? Like I'm watching like I think more of like a. I don't like putting labels of like ages on a show though. You know what I mean? Like generally I think that's kind of lame. Like yeah, you could say like Adventure Time is a kid's show. As the series goes on, it's maybe a teenager show. But it's like it was written by adults for people to watch. You know what I mean? I think we should stop gatekeeping media like that. Another thing I was thinking like how many video games do people seriously realistically play that are, you know, quote unquote childish, right? People do that all the time. Like, I was playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild recently. I know it's not like a kid's game like 4-year-olds, but it's a kid's game. It is. Like, it's lighthearted in a lot of ways. I know it's also like a doom and gloom kind of game. Don't even be like, what do you mean? Breath of the Wild literally takes place in an apocalypse. It's like, yeah, but there's not like blood and gore and like themes of like, see what I'm saying? This game's kind of scary. Like Breath of the Wild isn't a game with like themes of like I don't know, like play Silent Hill 2 and then play Breath of the Wild and tell me which one is like for kids and which one isn't, if you had to pick, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Silent Hill is a game that like you could be just playing it and then like it ruins your life, if that kind of makes sense. Whereas like Breath of the Wild just makes it better. You know what I'm saying? So like, are you a kid for playing Breath of the Wild? Are you a man-child? No, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's fun. I like the mechanics. I like the game. I think it's funny. I think it's silly. I think it's whimsical. I can't like whimsical shit. Like, not everything I do has to be like, oh, blood and guns and I'm a man. It's like, come on. You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminds me of like, and I said this to him, and I thought it was so fitting. It reminds me of like that image of like the baby on the left, and then on the right side, it's like the 4-year-old kid, and it's supposed to be like, Mom, I'm all grown up now. Mom, I'm not a kid anymore. Mom, I'm not 6 months, I'm 2 now. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like, oh, big guy doesn't want to watch Adventure Time because he's too much of a man. He's not a little kid. Welcome to the real world, man. It's like, what are we, is that actually what we're doing? Look, dude, I'm not here to like bully you for your masculinity, okay? If that's how you feel, if that's what you think I'm doing to you, I'm sorry, man. And like, just know like this is a safe space. Like, you don't have to feel like you have to live up to something to me, right? Like, you don't have to feel like that with me. Just admit that you can enjoy shit that's a little lighthearted, right? Moving down the list, yeah, bro, like, again, like, I could be a Cocomelon viewer. It's not Cocomelon, it's Adventure Time, right? Okay, kind of like big point here that I eventually brought up in the conversation. Have you ever actually met a man-child? Like a real man-child. Don't just throw the word around, at someone who watches a show. Like, that's man-child is a serious fucking word, right? You can't just call somebody, it's very serious. Hang on, what are we doing here? Let's just sort the inventory. What do we got? Okay, we're kind of speccing into like sort of like a short range build here. We don't really have a long range weapon. That's all right though. We can commit to it. We'll be kind of a powerhouse up close, a little weaker long range. We'll see how the storm grants us with the kind of terrain we get. Another point, I mean, that was kind of it for my big points. I can name a few candid things that happened in the conversation too that I found like I made a good point. This is kind of like my post-game review. I'm treating this conversation we're having right now, me and you, as like a post-game review of how I held my own in the conversation. Debate really that we had. And I feel like I held my own. I had him on the ropes for most of it. I feel like I did a good job. I did a little like post-game review with him. He felt that he was winning. I just, unfortunately, I just disagree. But another point that I made was like the other day, literally the other day, Me and him were we were talking about Phineas and Ferb. Or no, how it started was I was just singing the Phineas and Ferb intro, like kind of under my breath, and he kind of like joined in, and I was like at one point I was like, oh fuck, what's the next lyric, right? What's the next lyric? And then he helped and filled it in for me for the intro, and I was like, and so we just kind of kept bouncing off, and we're trying to like recreate the intro to Phineas and Ferb from memory. Me and him, a kid's cartoon, completely unrelated to what we were doing. We were trying to recreate the intro to a kid's cartoon. And I brought that up to him, and I was like, we were literally doing this. How can you call me a man-child after we did that? And again, the cope for him, the immediate cop-out was like, oh, well, it's just the intro. It's not, it's not like I'm actually watching the show. It's like, at this point, what I got to in the conversation was like, dude, it feels like you can do literally everything except watch the show. You can wear the t-shirts. We literally own SpongeBob shirts. I've seen him wear them at some point in time in the past like year. Is he a man-child for that? No, apparently. So you can wear the shirts, you can sing the intro, attempt to recreate it from memory with your brother. You can watch clips of it. You can laugh your ass off at the clips. You can quote it all the time. A big thing we were doing recently was he kept saying to me like the Mr. Krabs part, panty raid. When SpongeBob and Patrick tell him that they're gonna do a panty raid at Pearl's slumber party, like that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Like, what's wrong with quoting that? Are you a man-child? Apparently not. So it's like we draw the line in such a weird spot. It's like you can do literally everything except just actually consume the show, which is so weird. Because I almost feel like quoting it constantly and constantly making jokes about it and laughing your ass off about it is actually more childish than watching it. Because it's like, it's living in your head much more rent-free than if you were just watching the show. You'll be doing something completely unrelated to the show, and for some reason the show's on your mind, so you wear the shirt, quote it in public. If anything, you're more deeply invested in the show than I am. All I do is watch it. You quote it from memory. You know the whole show offhand. It's in your feed. Literally, you cannot escape the show. So maybe you're more of a man-child. But here's the thing. I'm not like that. I don't believe that, so I wouldn't accuse you of that. But according to his logic, if we were to kind of, I'm kind of trying to say, right? Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous at the end of it. We're heading the wrong way. We got to go this way to head to the storm. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't think that, I think that I kind of won that sort of debate. Let me know what you guys think though in the comments. Let me know, like, is it weird to watch, let's be good faith here. Is it weird to watch Adventure Time as a 32-year-old man? Is that weird? Is that like, because if it's weird, like, shouldn't it be like addressed? Like, is that like a problem? If it's not a problem, then like why are we even calling it weird? Like, it's okay. It's just a show. It's just a show. I'm not mad though, guys. It's something I'm passionate about. This idea of like gatekeeping media. You know what I mean? Gatekeeping media that is harmless and is just dumb fun, and like, who cares? Who cares? You know what I mean? It's not like, it's also, think of the way I'm consuming Adventure Time, right? I'm watching a childish show, make silly little jokes, and then I laugh at them. It's not like I'm watching Cocomelon and I'm sitting on the edge of my seat in the same way I would at like Avengers Endgame, like this. No, Iron Man, no, don't snap it. No, Iron Man, no. Bro, like, it's not like I'm doing that. I'm just watching a funny, silly show. It's not like I'm deeply invested or like I'm crying at the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was on the edge of my seat biting my nails, crying at Cocomelon as a 32-year-old man, like, you can, I think that you can probably get on my case. I think that you can probably start to think more deeply about how you feel about me. I think you could probably have a lot stronger arguments there. I feel like I would probably look at somebody a little differently if they were 32 and they watched Cocomelon and they like took it really seriously. Like, they knew the lore or something. Like, they watched lore videos on it. I'm not really sure if there is lore for it. I think that'd be an interesting thing to look into. If someone could leave a comment down below, let me know. If there's Cocomelon lore, If there's any lore, Cocomelon lore keepers in here. This is crazy. Half the lobby's still alive. I feel like I've been in this match for 10 minutes. I'm going to take a sip of water as well. I don't know if you guys saw that on camera. I like the worst possible thing just happened. Yeah, I just dropped my cup and it like completely obliterated my setup. So I have carpeting in my room, so my cup didn't like smash or break. But low key guys, I'm probably gonna have to wrap it here, not gonna lie. We'll probably pick up with some more PUBG later. Who knows, maybe I can wipe it off. I could probably finish this match, we'll see. Give me a sec though here guys. So I have it on my floor because I don't want it on my desk because I don't want it to spill. But when I went to go place it on the floor, instead of releasing the cup when it touched the floor, I released it like 4 inches above the floor. So it fell, somehow sprung into the air, and got water everywhere. Which kind of like, it's kind of ironic because you would think like, oh, you didn't want to get on the desk, so you had it on the floor. And then at the end of the fucking day, it still got on the desk. Right now, I'm just trying to get back to the storm, and then I'm immediately going to keep cleaning this. Alright guys, it does actually look like I officially died. That's super unfortunate too, because I just about finished cleaning it. Can I see the death cam? What happened here? I kind of look like a guy who like drunk driving and he got into a crash and this guy just like stumbled upon my ride, and I was like knocked out unconscious with my head on the wheel, and then he just finished me off. Like this is kind of fucked up. Yeah, this match took a kind of a darker turn. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. Let me know what you think about that whole conversation in the comments. Like, am I a man-child for watching Adventure Time? That's the big question of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.